Unfortunately, a little bit too much rain for me. It was good while it lasted.
Welcome to Atlanta and welcome back to Calvinho's world. Unfortunately, the video I had planned for you today did not quite come out the way I had expected because we got a little bit rained out. I have been waiting 2 or 3 years to film this particular Brazilian festival video out in Marietta and never had the opportunity. I drove all the way out there only to walk around for about 4 minutes before it just started pouring down rain. Then I spent another hour just sitting underneath the building trying to stay dry, and that was it. That was my entire Brazilian festival experience. But it's all good. The only other 2 things I can mention, I guess, as far as the festival, is that there was overflow parking over at Andretti's go-kart in Marietta. If you know where that is off the highway, you could see it. Park and then take a short walk over to the entrance, and it was $5 at the entry gate. And that's it. I can't really tell you much more than that. Once it started raining, I didn't have time to try any food or even listen to music or get a chance to even talk to anybody. Most of my time, like I say, was spent hiding out underneath this building awning just to the side of the festival. I'm sure next year we'll have another chance. Yeah, for whatever reason, we've had more rain in the last 2 months than I would say all of the last 3 years combined, post-COVID. Because I have never seen this much rain in Atlanta. I mean, I've seen this much rain in Atlanta, just not in the last 3 years. So anyway, what can we talk about? Well, I did want to take this opportunity to mention, why do I have the name Calvinho? And no, I am not Brazilian. I understand the confusion, and let me explain. As a matter of fact, I had a young lady that I met a few months back that got very upset with me. She was very clearly Brazilian, had a Brazilian accent, and she asked me a couple of times, am I Brazilian? Where was I born? And I thought she was asking that based on my appearance. And I said no, and that I was born in Georgia. And when I asked her, oh, but you must be Brazilian. And then she started saying no, but it was almost like in an angry, sarcastic way almost. And I didn't understand why she was doing that. I realized she had seen my signage in my car, but didn't give me a chance to explain. So if you guys are confused like she was, let me explain. So in 2000, when I came to Atlanta, they started a soccer club at my school, at my university. I had never played before. I started playing, I got hooked. 2003, I was working a festival downtown. I came across these guys at Piedmont Park playing soccer, and I asked the guy, who turned out later to be Gideon, a very good friend of ours, and I asked him, hey, do you guys play every day? He said, yeah, we do. So fast forward, I graduated school 2004. I remembered those guys were playing down there, and I said, hey, let me go down to Piedmont Park and play with those guys, and been playing every day since. Fast forward 10 more years, and World Cup is now in Brazil in 2014. And if you know anything about soccer or Brazil, you know I cannot miss this. So sure enough, that was my first international trip, going to Brazil for World Cup. When I get back, start playing soccer again, and the guys are now, they're all teasing me. Now he thinks he's special because he went to Brazil. And then, if you happen to do a nice move on somebody or you get past your man, everybody will start saying, oh, Calvinho. So the name stuck, and I've had it ever since. So that is one way that I have the name Calvinho, and it works perfectly. The second way is I looked up how is it that Brazilian players all have that HO at the end of their name. And it turns out, in most cases, when these guys go to Europe to play, the name that they're using with the HO at the ending, that's not even their real name. That's kind of a nickname. When you put it into Google Translate, it'll say it's almost like a term of affection. So it's like their nickname. But the HO on the end, it's almost like saying little Fabian or little Ronald or little, whatever. Well, in my particular case, I'm a junior. So, my father is obviously Calvin and I'm Calvin Jr., but my family will always call me Lil Cal. So, by the way, shout out to Auntie and Ursula and Tony and everybody else. But yeah, my family calls me Lil Cal. And so I'm like, that's perfect. That's exactly what Calvinho is. Lil Cal. So that's the second way that the name is perfect. The third way that the name is perfect is the first two letters of my last name actually starts with HO. So Calvinho, and once again, is absolutely perfect. So when I started a YouTube channel and was trying to figure out what can I name the channel, there was no doubt about it having to include my nickname at Piedmont and everything else. But no, I am not Brazilian. But I have been twice, and I can say I enjoyed every bit of my time. I enjoy the people, I enjoy the culture, I enjoy the food. The places I went were absolutely beautiful. Fortaleza, Natal, Rio, Sao Paulo, Brasilia, Goiânia, all beautiful, man. I love that place, and I can't wait to go back. It's been over 10 years, but hopefully I get to go back at some point. But while I am here, kind of stuck in Atlanta, might as well make the most of it. Which reminds me, tonight, Lionel Messi is back in Atlanta. Last time he was here was with the national team for Argentina for CONCACAF. But this time he's back for Inter Miami playing in the Club World Cup. And I know we've been getting ragged on the past few days because of the first game here at the Mercedes-Benz with Chelsea, and didn't have much of a turnout because it was on a Monday at like 3:00. People don't have off like that, and this game is a little bit later, but because it's Messi, I guarantee there's going to be a lot more turnout. So should be pretty exciting the rest of World Cup. There's also, I'm just going to add the other events that I did not include in the last video, updated events. So just check those events or pause the video if you want to figure out what else is going on in June. And if you want to find out the full event list that I have for you, go back and watch the last video about the June events, and we will update these again in a few days. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you for watching, and I appreciate all the new subscribers, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace. I hope this video was able to inform or entertain in some way, so if you got anything out of it, please return the love and hit the like button to help me grow the channel. It really does help. And if you happen to be going through a difficult time, please remember to get out there and explore for yourself. Live in the moment, live in the now. Take the time to appreciate all the little things and find the joy in life. Tomorrow is never promised. Forget about material matters and simply be grateful for each and every breath. Morning is always a new opportunity, one more chance to start over. And most importantly, just be good to each other. We're all we got. It's really that simple. And as always, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.
So before it gets too wet, we're gonna take it back to the house. Head over to the other thing. starting to come out, but it's gonna rain some more, so I'm wet enough. I need to head to the house. There's other stuff to film, so we'll take care of that down at the night market at Atlantic Station. So we're gonna head that way to film, see what we can film over there.